everyone, it's John from What Up, and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking casting news for both Season 2 and Season 3 of Sony and Amazon's Wheel of Time show. So, if you're new to the channel, you don't know what we do here, well, we cover anything and everything to do with Wheel of Time. Everything from the mundane to the fantastical, the rumor to the official, and leaks. We super love leaks here on the channel. If you know anything about the show at all, any little tidbit, I do have an email in the About section of my channel, and my Instagram and my Twitter account are both linked down below. DMs are wide open. Send me anything and everything you have on the show, and I'll feature it here in the channel because, let's face it, myself and a lot of the community really love hearing about things from the show before they happen. At least officially anyway, so it's a whole lot of fun. Now, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I am trying to hit 20,000 subscribers before September 1st when Season 2 releases, and we're pretty close. We're almost there. And if you like the video, of course, like it. It helps the algorithm quite a bit and increases the channel's reach, which is a good thing. Now, before we get into the video, I do have to give a bit of a spoiler warning since we are talking both Season 2 and Season 3 of the Wheel of Time. So, spoiler warning, if you have not watched the first season, that's episodes 1 through 8 on Prime Video, or read the first 3 books of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series, that's The Eye of the World, The Great Hunt, and The Dragon Reborn, be forewarned, I may ruin plot points and character arcs from both mediums. Alright, that being said, let's get on to the video. Alright, so I left a link to the article down below in the description box if you folks want to take a look at it when you're done the video, and while you're over there, bookmark their page and head back to Watch series quite often because they come out with a ton of Wheel of Time news. In fact, I would say they've probably come out with more Wheel of Time news than everyone in the community and the official sources combined. Yeah, they're that good. And they're good friends of mine, they're wonderful people, so make sure you follow their page and leave a comment saying you came from What Up. Just let them know you came from here. Alright, so in this article they talk about 3 separate cast members that are for sure coming to both Season 2 and Season 3 of the Wheel of Time, and one maybe. And we'll get into the maybe in a few minutes. But the first cast member they talk about is Jadalina Dragoris. She's a stunt woman and actor from Berlin. Now, she's been doing stunt work since about 2015, and if you can think of a major blockbuster in the last 5 or 6 years, she's probably been in it. Everything from Sense8, Fast X, Matrix Resurrections, Foundation, you name it, she's done it, she's been on screen, and she's absolutely fantastic at her craft. Now, she's going to be playing a certain character in Season 2 that sort of sets up Rafe Judkins, the showrunner's favorite scene. Now, in Rafe's Q&A, he did say that his favorite scene in Season 2 was going to be between Rena and Egwene. If you don't know what that scene is, I'm not going to really spell it out for you folks, but it is a very powerful and very cool scene from The Great Hunt in the book, and I hope it plays out almost exactly on screen as it did on page because it's pretty emotional. Now, who is Seta? Well, Seta is a Suldam, a Shan woman who can control Dame. Now, Dame are women who can channel, and they should be collared. According to the Shan, they should be controlled, and they are no better than a piece of furniture or an object, something to own, something to have. Now, Suldam are supposed to just control them, hold the bracelet of the Adam, and direct them where to go, tell them what to do, and be in charge of them. However, Seta is one of the very first Suldam who find out that, yes, they can be collared because not only are they Suldam, but they can learn to channel as well. So the Adam works on them, and that's going to be a scene to see for sure on screen, and I can't wait to see that. Alright, so up next is the actress Serafina Bey. She is from the UK, and she's been acting since about 2014. She's probably best known for her role in EastEnders, and that's kind of neat because that is one of the shows that a lot of the Wheel of Time alums have spent some time on. So there's a couple of different shows that seem to be sort of nexus points for a lot of the cast members, and EastEnders is one of them, so you gotta wonder, have many of them crossed paths before? Either way, Serafina is probably best known for her role there, although how it was found out she was in Season 2 of The Wheel of Time was during promotion, for Polite Society, which is currently playing in theaters. They sort of let it slip that she'll be in Season 2, but they didn't say much about what she's going to be playing. So we don't know what the character is, when she's going to show up in the show, whether it be the first half, the last half of the season. We literally know nothing else other than the fact that she's going to be in the second season. At this point, I usually like to speculate on what the character could be, but realistically, with the very little information we have, I have no idea. I don't know what she's going to be playing, so I'm going to leave this one up to you folks. In the comments down below, let me know who you think Serafina will be playing in the second season. Alright, so does she give off Empress vibes, maybe another character's vibes? We really don't know, and that's the fun part about this. We can speculate all we want, and it's fun to be wrong, because let's face it, when Season 1 came out, I was wrong about a lot of stuff. I was right about some things, I did know some things prior to that I couldn't really talk about, but I was also wrong about way more than I was right about. And that's a whole lot of fun. Alright, the next actress in the article is Aliendra Beslar Pereira. She's a multilingual actor and puppeteer. That's kind of cool. Puppeteer. Born in Venezuela and raised in Spain. Now, she only has a couple of different credits to her name. However, WhatSeries.com is reporting that she filmed in Prague in December of 2021 and will likely be in an episode directed by Seta Hamri. Now, we can kind of narrow down some things here. And what's filmed in Prague? There's a lot of different things filmed in and around Prague. However, the White Tower and Tarvalon are definitely filmed in Prague, so I'd like to think that perhaps she's a novice and accepted her Aes Sedai. Or perhaps someone working in the kitchens alongside Egwene. I really don't know. Either way, it's possible that she'd be playing pretty much anything because the number of credits to an actor or actress's name isn't really an indication of the type of role they're going to have in the show, because a lot of people with very little experience got some very major roles very early on, and they've been knocking you out of the park. So maybe, just maybe, we're looking at one of the Forsaken here, but I think it's more likely that she's an Aes Sedai, an accepted, or a novice. Either way, kind of very cool. All right, now we're talking about the speculated cast member. This particular person, Aiki Kotabi, he was in Orza's 8 in March of 2022, and he did film a streaming series there, which kind of sounds like the Wheel of Time, and that is when the Wheel of Time was filming there, although Orza's 8 Morocco is a hotspot for filming a ton of different stuff all the time, so it's possible that he filmed something different. But I would say, like WhatSeries, it's likely that he is part of the Wheel of Time. Now, Orza's 8 did leak like a sieve when it was active. There were a ton of leaks coming out of Morocco, and we've showcased a lot of them here on the channel. Everything from set videos to stunt people practicing to cast members, you name it, it came out of Morocco because pretty much everyone took videos and posted them, which was really very neat. Now, he's been in a ton of stuff. He's been acting and voice acting since 2002 rather, so a very long time. And WhatSeries.com is reporting that he's been in more than 100 titles. I didn't count them myself, but that's a lot. That's a ton. He's probably best known for his work in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, The Batman, Man in the High Castle. Man in the High Castle is a fantastic show. I believe it's on Amazon still right now. And if you haven't watched it yet, absolutely watch it. It's an absolute treat to watch. It's a really good drama. Now, is he going to be in the show? We really don't know. However, if he's filmed in Orza's 8, those are a lot of the scenes with the Shan-Chan, with the White Cloaks, preceding or up to the attack in Falma. And we do know that that's where the Turok Rand fight scene was likely filmed. So perhaps he's a Shan-Chan soldier, perhaps he's a White Cloak, we really don't know. Either way, it'd be kind of cool if he was involved in the show, because he's been in so many huge things during his career, a lot of it voice acting for video games and cartoons and different things like that, but a lot of big blockbuster projects as well. So it'd be neat if he's involved in the Wheel of Time. Now, what do you folks think about this? I mean, we're close to season 2. We're very close. We're months away. And it's just going to ramp up. So you're probably going to see videos from me at least once every 2 days. That's my goal now, to put out a video every second day about Wheel of Time, whether it be news or speculation. You're probably going to see a ton from me. So if you like this sort of thing, like I said at the first of the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be putting out a ton more. Now, when the show actually drops, when season 2 actually drops, I usually do 3 to 4 videos per episode. I do a bunch of different stuff per episode. I break them down. I give you Easter eggs. I give you a lot of insight to behind the scenes stuff, that's what's going on, things that we've picked up over the last couple of years. It's a whole lot of fun, and I want all of you on that journey with me. And let's just say I really can't wait for season 2 to come out. Now, it's been recently reported that there are some major changes from the material, even more so than season 1, but I think that's a good thing for season 2, because they really have to hit the ground running and knock it out of the park, and they need to cram a whole lot into season 2. And from all reports I'm hearing from both cast, crew, production, anyone I've talked to attached to the project at all, the best thing they'll say about season 2 is that it is amazing television, and they can't wait for everybody to see it. And they say it's leaps and bounds ahead of season 1. So there's that. So really very exciting times to be here just prior to the release of season 2. And I hope you folks stick with me right to the end of season 2 and beyond. Now, thank you so much for sticking with me here to the very end. And here's to many more.